The incident described raises concerns about potential hazards with Lightolier hi-hats. The thermal protection is designed to disconnect the light when it overheats. If the thermal protection fails, the light can continue burning. A short circuit can cause excessive heat buildup, leading to melting of the thermal protection and release of smoke, which can also dim the house lights as electricity flows through an alternate path. Overheating might occur due to inadequate ventilation, loose connections, or a faulty ballast, which can eventually lead to failure of the thermal protection. As hi-hats age, their components can deteriorate, making them more susceptible to failure. If undetected, a melting hi-hat poses significant risks. Firstly, it can be a fire hazard, because the heat and smoke produced could potentially ignite surrounding materials and start a fire. Secondly, electrical damage can occur, where the electrical short circuit can damage other components in the lighting system or even the electrical panel. Thirdly, there are health risks since the smoke released during the melting process may contain harmful substances. If a problem with Lightolier hi-hats is suspected, several steps should be taken. Immediately cut off the electricity supply to the fixture by flipping the breaker switch. Check the fixture for any visible damage, such as melted components or burn marks. Contact a qualified electrician to inspect the fixture and repair or replace it. Observe other Lightolier hi-hats for unusual sounds or behavior. Regular inspections are recommended, approximately every 5 to 7 years, especially in areas with high humidity or frequent use. Ensure proper ventilation to prevent overheating. Do not exceed the wattage rating specified for the fixture. Only install hi-hats that meet safety standards and are certified by a reputable organization. Being aware of potential hazards and taking appropriate safety precautions can reduce the risks associated with Lightolier hi-hats. It's essential to understand the potential for thermal protection failure in these fixtures. This failure can lead to a range of dangerous situations, from overheating and smoke production to potential fire hazards. The thermal protection mechanism is designed as a crucial safety feature intended to prevent the light from continuing to operate under excessively high temperatures. When it malfunctions, this protective barrier is removed, increasing the risk of further damage and danger. Electrical short circuits are another significant concern with Lightolier hi-hats. These short circuits can generate substantial heat as electricity bypasses the intended circuit path. This heat can cause the thermal protection to melt and release smoke, and it can also affect the performance of other electrical components in the home, leading to dimmed lights or even damage to the electrical panel. Identifying the root cause of such short circuits is crucial for preventing future incidents. Overheating can stem from various factors, including inadequate ventilation, loose electrical connections, or a faulty ballast. Proper ventilation is essential for dissipating heat generated by the hi-hat, preventing it from reaching dangerous levels. Loose connections can increase resistance, leading to heat buildup. A malfunctioning ballast, which regulates the current to the light, can also contribute to overheating. Regular maintenance and inspection can help identify and address these issues before they lead to more serious problems. The age and condition of hi-hat components also play a significant role in their safety. Over time, the materials used in these fixtures can degrade, becoming more susceptible to failure. This deterioration can compromise the effectiveness of the thermal protection, increase the risk of short circuits, and contribute to overheating. Regular inspections can help identify signs of wear and tear and allow for timely replacement of aging components. The risks associated with melting hi-hats are substantial and should not be ignored. The potential for fire is perhaps the most concerning, as the heat and smoke produced can easily ignite nearby materials, leading to a rapidly spreading fire. Electrical damage is another significant risk, as short circuits can damage other components in the electrical system, potentially causing outages or even more extensive damage. Health risks should also be considered, as the smoke released during a melting event may contain harmful substances that can be hazardous to inhale. If a problem is suspected with Lightolier hi-hats, immediate action is crucial. The first step should always be to turn off the power to the affected fixture by flipping the corresponding breaker switch. This will help prevent further damage or injury. The fixture should then be carefully inspected for any visible signs of damage, such as melted components or burn marks. A qualified electrician should be contacted to assess the situation and recommend the appropriate course of action, whether it be repair or replacement of the fixture. It's also important to monitor other Lightolier hi-hats in the home for any unusual sounds or behavior, as this may indicate a similar problem developing in other fixtures. Regular inspections are a key preventative measure for ensuring the safety of Lightolier hi-hats. It's recommended to have these fixtures inspected by a qualified electrician every 5 to 7 years, or more frequently in areas with high humidity or frequent use. These inspections can help identify potential problems before they escalate into more serious hazards. Ensuring adequate ventilation is another important step in preventing overheating. This may involve ensuring that the fixtures are not blocked by insulation or other materials, and that there is sufficient airflow around the fixture to dissipate heat. Avoiding overloading the fixtures is also crucial, which means not exceeding the wattage rating specified for the fixture. Using certified products is also important, because only hi-hats that meet established safety standards and are certified by a reputable organization should be installed. These certifications provide assurance that the fixtures have been tested and meet certain safety requirements. By taking these precautions and being aware of the potential hazards associated with Lightolier hi-hats, homeowners can reduce the risks of fire, electrical damage, and health problems, protecting their families and homes. When inspecting the fixtures, look for signs of discoloration, cracking, or melting of the plastic or metal components. Also, check the wiring connections to ensure they are secure and free of corrosion. Any loose or corroded connections should be tightened or replaced by a qualified electrician. In addition to visual inspections, it's also important to listen for any unusual sounds coming from the fixtures, such as buzzing, humming, or crackling. These sounds may indicate an electrical problem that requires attention. If any of these signs are observed, it's crucial to take immediate action and contact a qualified electrician. Ignoring these warning signs can increase the risk of a more serious incident, such as a fire or electrical shock. It's also important to keep in mind that even if a hi-hat appears to be functioning normally, it may still have underlying problems that could pose a safety risk. This is why regular inspections are so important, as they can help identify potential problems before they become more serious. When choosing replacement hi-hats, it's important to select models that are compatible with the existing wiring and electrical system. It's also important to choose models that are energy efficient, as this can help reduce energy consumption and save money on electricity bills. LED are often a good choice for hi-hats, as they are energy efficient, long-lasting, and produce less heat than traditional incandescent bulbs. When installing new hi-hats, it's important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Improper installation can increase the risk of electrical problems and fire hazards. If you are not comfortable with electrical work, it's best to hire a qualified electrician to install the fixtures for you. In addition to the safety precautions mentioned above, it's also important to have a working smoke detector installed in the vicinity of the hi-hat. Smoke detectors can provide an early warning of a fire, giving you time to evacuate the building and call for help. Test smoke detectors regularly to ensure they are functioning properly, and replace the batteries at least once a year. It's also a good idea to have a fire extinguisher on hand in case of a small fire. Make sure you know how to use the fire extinguisher properly, and that it is stored in an easily accessible location. By taking these precautions, you can help protect your home and family from the dangers of fire. It's also important to educate your family members about fire safety, including how to evacuate the building in case of a fire and how to call for help. Regularly review your fire safety plan with your family to ensure everyone knows what to do in an emergency. Staying vigilant, informed, and proactive can help prevent hi-hat malfunctions from escalating into dangerous situations. Early detection and prompt response are key to minimizing the risks associated with these fixtures. A well-maintained electrical system coupled with awareness of potential hazards contributes significantly to a safe living environment. The importance of engaging a certified electrician for both inspections and repairs cannot be overstated. Their expertise ensures that any issues are addressed correctly and that all work is performed in compliance with safety regulations. They can also provide valuable advice on how to maintain your electrical system and prevent future problems. In addition to the physical aspects of the hi-hats themselves, it's worth considering the overall electrical load in the circuit they are connected to. Overloading a circuit can lead to overheating and increase the risk of electrical problems. Make sure that the circuit is not being used to power too many devices simultaneously, and consider distributing the load across multiple circuits if necessary. If you are unsure about the capacity of your electrical circuits, consult with a qualified electrician. They can assess your electrical system and recommend any necessary upgrades or modifications to ensure it is safe and reliable. The long-term performance and safety of hi-hats depend on a combination of factors, including the quality of the fixtures, the installation practices, and the ongoing maintenance. By paying attention to these details, you can help ensure that your hi-hats provide safe and reliable lighting for many years to come. Remember, electrical safety is a shared responsibility. By taking the necessary precautions and being proactive in maintaining your electrical system, you can help protect yourself, your family, and your property from the dangers of electrical hazards. Always prioritize safety when dealing with electrical equipment, and never hesitate to seek professional assistance when needed. Addressing even minor issues promptly can prevent them from becoming major problems down the road. A proactive approach to electrical safety is the best way to ensure a safe and comfortable living environment.